Do you hate the US education system as much as I do? People still thinking Africa's a country is why I developed unhealthy coping mechanisms. Today's victim, Kongo. My goal, unite Africa before my economy collapses, my king dies choking on toast, or the Ottomans decide they believe in manifest destiny. To start off as the Congo, I need to conquer this area. I placed myself in debt by exchanging my wife for crack money and drawing everything I had at Anaku. As I am doing this, I'm talking to my friend over Steam, pointing out a clear problem I need to deal with as soon as possible. I then killed Yaka and Cuba because they looked at me funny, and like a few magic spells, I conquered Central Africa. It only caused multiple rebellions that possibly took months off my life. I took over Matapa next for the gold. Unfortunately, Kilwa, a trading nation, decided they need the gold more, and we had a race to see who could burn down Mutapa the fastest. I won and got all the gold, but Kilwa also had a magic trick up its sleeve. Fuck. When I was second break from my suicidal conquest of Central Africa, I was drawn into a mix against a war where I was technologically beat. Unfortunately for Kilwa, I was psychotic and drew myself into heavy debt just to prove a point I was better. And while revolts spread like leaving hidden Mickeys made out of fecal matter at the Disney bathrooms. With a rare moment of peace, I started paying off my crippling debt and working to get my wife back from whatever EU4 logic had pawned her. And to somehow spawn feudalism into my country as well as the Renaissance in a weekend. Thanks to EU4 logic. After dealing with more riots about me being a cuck, I nearly paid off my debt when Noro into a subject. I got you. I'll do that right fucking now. I'll do that. Never fucking mind. Okay. It's 1498, and I'm still stuck down here pushing my way out. I was supposed to be up near North Africa by now, but instead I have to make sure this country does not explode. The way to do this is by fixing the cuck situation with the nobility, as I need to seize power. Once I do that, there should be way less revolts. Also, Christianity has arrived in the Congo, and apparently they share love with open rebellion. While I'm waiting, I decided to push towards West Africa. I tried pushing north, it has failed. West Africa, as I walked in, was mostly left in one piece, like beautiful unity and coexistence that we won't see for another 400 years. And then there is me, approaching from the south, ready to ruin all the fun. After nearly conquering all of West Africa, King 1 decided to die by choking on toast and leaving me with a 1-year-old heir. So now I'm in another deadlock, waiting for my 1-year-old heir to be 12 years old. Mali proceeded to have 30 fucking revolts because I thought it was a good idea to keep him as a vassal. So once my king grew a pair, I bit a chunk off of Jollof and then changed course because I needed to push north. Somalia is a major problem with their powerful navy. Thankfully, their capital is on land, and last I heard, motorboats need water to move around. So I had a few clashes and conquered Melinda and started taking bites out of Somalia. I decided to take a small break when oh, for sadly, last I heard, my spear didn't beat Portuguese gunpowder, so I only used my real advantage. Human wave tactics. This only costed 150,000 lives against the Portuguese's 135,000 lives. Wait, I actually did a really good job. It wasn't my psychotic tendencies that drove everything at Portugal to beat him, but every other nation, such as Spain, beating the shit out of Portugal because the army is rot-maxing in the desert. I managed to repair my war-torn nation again after 5 years, spending the same amount of lives digging up my gold reserves and gaslighting my nation to believe that inflation does not exist. Another issue I need to point out now, while I show you curb stomping Somalia, there are colonies all over Cape Town from Portugal and Spain like Pokemon scalpers. This run is going south. I better save myself with a European punching bag. All the Europeans don't like me except France. I don't know why France, but everyone else doesn't know me or thinks my religion apparently makes me a Neanderthal. I then got a letter from, unfortunately, not my dad, but my sultan neighbor. It reads, "Whatever you do to a nation, I will do to you." Quite sweet from a nation ready to show why their god is superior to mine. Speaking of that... What? Oh my god, what the fuck? Spain? Spain is going to show me their god. I don't know why they did this, as Jerusalem is 4,000 miles the other way. I am not kidding here, folks. This war was nearly my breaking point. This was a sacrifice of lives I did not think would be needed, but as long as... I gave the Ottomans burnt down Somalia and chocolate gold coins as a I'm not in the mood treaty. The Ottoman love is going to last another 50 years, so maybe feeding it notoriously violent provinces will cause an explosion early. Where was I? Oh yeah, Spain. I picked up the Portuguese strategy by throwing everything I had at them until the Ottomans came in and decided to go to town against the Spaniards too. Made it to Madrid, captured it, and had an even war score with the Spanish. Why? Because Spain was burning down Madagascar, and apparently EU4 logic does not account literally owning the capital of a country during a holy war. I beat the Spanish with basically 300,000 losses compared to Spain's 128,000 losses. At the end, I called it quits as I knew the Ottomans were going to attack me next time. while I'm in an economic mess. This was a run 13 out of 28. With me trying to get this achieved, and I can wholeheartedly say that it might just be easier to change the US education system. Or just prove me wrong in the comments below. Bye!